Hey everybody, Mark Agnesi here again in the back room of Norman's Rare Guitars. Welcome back to another episode of Guitar of the Day. And happy Valentine's Day. Because it's Valentine's Day.
Yay.
Day for lovers. Jen, how many Valentine's Day things do you have stacked up in your office right now? Jen is very popular today.
No.
Quite a few secret admirers from around the valley here.
Oh my god.
Probably a few online too. Still got time. You need to get something in there for Boo Boo. You know, I'm sure she's still taking applications, right? Yeah.
I am.
Very good. What else do we have here? There was a couple of birthdays. Happy 16th birthday, Jack Sprite. Happy birthday, homie. Oh, and David in Edmonton, Canada. It's probably cold as balls there right now, man. Happy birthday to you too. I'll give you a happy birthday shout out as well. Oh man, it's Wednesday. Been doing the ES guitars on Wednesday. Yep, got another one you're going to thoroughly enjoy. Come on back, check it out. This is from 1963. This is an original Gibson ES-335TD. Original Sunburst finish, Stoptail piece, 2 patent number, Gibson humbucking pickups. Of course, block inlays on the fingerboard and nickel parts.
Ooh. Wow.
And this one actually came out of the collection of Kirk Hammett from Metallica. Not necessarily the guy that you associate with the ES-335. And this is not like a memorabilia thing or anything. Just a talking point more than anything. Because, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him use one on stage. I Googled it just to look for it. And if you watch Some Kind of Monster, that documentary, about 40 minutes in, you'll see him in the studio. This is sitting on a stand there. But you don't actually even see him play. It was in his collection. It's just a talking point so you know where it's coming from. We're not adding any value for that or anything. But, yeah, this is also kind of that Clapton era. This was a 4, but right in that same kind of era when the necks start getting big again. Patent number, Stoptail, nickel parts. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. By the way, if you didn't see that Clapton documentary on Showtime, A Life in 12 Bars, I highly recommend putting that on demand as soon as humanly possible. Cool documentary about Eric. But yeah, this is kind of an Eric guitar. Wrong color, his was red. But so we've done a plethora of 335s, but let's just talk about key features here. Yeah, Stoptail piece, that's what we like. That's what the collectors really want right there. So these start in 58. From 58 until 64 is the era of the Stoptail piece bridge. Once you get 65 and onward is when you start to see that trapeze tailpiece all the way through the end of the 60s. Now they did do some of these with Bigsby's. They did some of these with Maestros. They did, you know, tremolos were not uncommon on these. However, they're a little bit less desirable. The guys are going to pay big bucks. They want the Stoptail. The other thing that kind of goes up until 64 is the nut width. This has still got the wide 1 11/16 nut width, which is your typical Gibson nut width. Once you get into 65 is when it starts to transition, and then we get into those narrow nuts. So they go down to 1 9/16. You lose 1/8 of an inch at the nut. It starts to feel a little bit cramped and narrow here in the first position. The collector guys, the ones who pay the big bucks for this stuff, they want Stoptail, they want wide nut. So these are not PAFs, but they're pretty much the same pickup. You know, the only difference between these early nickel cover patent numbers and a PAF is the sticker. You know, one sticker says patent applied for, one sticker just has the patent number. But they're pretty much still the exact same pickup, just for a little less money because the sticker's different. Hey, I'm not pulling them out to look at the sticker. I'm just going to play the damn thing. I don't care what the sticker says. Sounds good, sounds good. But yeah, that's kind of the big things on these. You'll see the prices come down drastically as soon as we get out of the era of the Stoptail and we get out of the era of the 1 11/16 nut width. But like I said, the neck starts to get a little bigger on these. You know, the 58, 59s, you're going to have that nice full-size neck. Once you get into the 60, 61, 62 is when you start to get that real bladey, thin and flat kind of neck, which some people really, really love. I prefer personally kind of the fatter, meatier necks, which by 63 and into 64, you start to get almost that 59 carve back, which is really great. And of course the block inlays on everything past 62, they're dot neck, 58, 59, 60, and 61. Once you get into 62, you start to see the dot neck. But again, just simple controls. You guys have seen enough of these by now. 3-way switch, volumes and tones for each of these pickups. But really, if people talk the holy trinity of guitars is like Strat, Tele, and a Les Paul, man, 335 is like a very close 4. They should really make it a holy quadranted. I don't even know what the hell the word would be. The thing where there's 4 of them? Yeah, and it'd be like Strat, Tele, Les Paul 335. They cover so much ground, they do absolutely anything. I didn't get my first one until I was like in my early 20s. And as soon as I got it, I was so pissed. It was like, God, I should have had this guitar years ago. And you start thinking all the records you made and stuff. You go, man, I just got to go back and re-record all those guitar parts again with this guitar. But yeah, if you don't have one, you need to have one. If you do have one, but it's not an old one, man, there's something about the old ones. And they're not like Burst, you know, where the numbers on these things go into the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars like the Sunburst Les Pauls do. But they're still an expensive guitar, but they're a little bit more achievable than a Burst. And anybody who's played one of these at volume will know these can take on a Burst head-to-head any day. Something about these guitars at stage volume, when you really got them turned up loud and the whole thing just starts shaking in your hands. Oh yeah, it's rad. Let's go out to the couch. Let's plug this guy in, see what it can do. All right, we're out front. We have the 1963 Gibson ES-335TD. Original Stoptail piece, original Sunburst finish. 2 patent number Gibson humbucking pickups. We got it going through 65 Fender Deluxe reverb reissue today. All EQs at noon. Just a little bit of reverb. Actually, the whole amp's at noon. Volume's on 5, everything's on 5, a little bit of reverb. Let's start up on the neck patent number pickup all by itself. Let's see what we got going on there. Let's go into the middle position. We got a combination. The 2 patent number pickups working together. Let's see what we got there. Let's go down that bridge pickup, wide up and open all by itself. Let's see what we got here. 1963. Original Gibson ES-335TD. Original Sunburst finish. 2 nickel cover Gibson patent number. Humbucking pickup. Stoptail piece. Wide nut. Original case. A little bit of celebrity DNA on there still. Just a talking point. We're not selling it as memorabilia or anything. There's your ES Wednesday for this week. Follow me on Instagram at Mark Agnesi. Follow the store at Norman's Rare Guitars. Check this and the rest of these guitars out online at normansrareguitars.com. And make sure you guys come back tomorrow for another special episode of Guitar of the Day. Yeah, we're still skipping pieces. Sorry, bass players. No thumping Thursday again. You guys have a fantastic, safe, and sexy Valentine's Day tonight. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow for more Guitar of the Day. Peace.
Bye.
Felicia.
Bye.
Bye.